Dennis Simpson, Hot Springs Village Venues with my new friends that we are just going to call the Village Blues. Gene, is that how this works?
It is. It is.
So we're going to have a blues fest. When's this going to be?
We are going to have a large blues show August 23rd at the Coronado Center.
Where we lie now. Mr. Chad, Mr. Dave. So you're with Port City Blues.
Right.
And you'll be playing part of the show. And Chad, you've got a little gig down the street here at Caro's where people are following you all the time. And you're going to be here. You're going to be here. How are we going to combine this show? What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to do our individual acts, an hour of each of our bands. And then we're going to come together at the end and do 8 of us all together. I have 3-piece band, 6-piece band. We share a bass player. And Roscoe Willis, and then we're going to do 2 drummers and kind of maybe, some stuff some people remember from the 70s with bands with 2 drummers,
Who doesn't need 2 drummers, right?
Yeah.
Hello, or 4 guitarists, right?
Yeah,
Let's see, Molly Hatch.
4 guitarists.
Yeah. Who doesn't need all that, right? David, how'd you get in this?
Well, I've loved music all my life, and when I finally got the kids out of the house, I was able to go back and really begin to work on it and enjoy it. Yeah,
in honesty, right?
Yeah.
How many years have you done that?
Oh, let's see. I guess I got super serious about it about in the late 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Chad, is this your day gig?
It is. Yeah, I play music all day, every day.
So let me say, this is a musician, if I'm not mistaken, is a guy that takes $3,000 worth of equipment to a $200 gig. Is that about right?
It's the equipment value is substantially more than that. Yeah.
Gene, your role here, you're the matchmaker? You're the...
I manage the Chad Marshall Band.
Right.
And
promote them wonderfully down at Caro's, by the way, just outside the East Gate.
Thank you. We were so really, really blessed to play their grand opening and open that stage for them.
Yeah.
They're lifelong friends of Chad. We were very happy to do that.
Yeah.
I manage the Chad Marshall Band, and our bass player, Roscoe Willis, is the president of the Port City Blues Society. That's our home blues society that we usually go to. And so I was working with Dave, and I came up with this idea, and so we started working on it, and it's really come together nicely.
What a great idea. And so let me dispel a myth or two, in my opinion. Blues? What's blues, Chaz? David, what songs would I know that are blues?
Maybe, B.B. King songs. Every Day I Have the Blues, maybe.
Yeah.
The Thrill Is Gone. A lot of folks know
You
that.
dang right I got the blues?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, the blues is a good man feeling bad. Or lady. That's what it is. You feel bad, and blues music is there to make you feel better, to comfort your soul.
Exactly.
David, what kind of songs you are going to play?
We're going to play a variety of things. We like to cover a lot of the original old blues,
Right.
Delta blues and Chicago blues, but we also like to do modern interpreted blues that people hear a lot today on the radio as well.
You
don't realize it's blues.
It's funny to me, and about plug, if I can, I got a radio show at Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on KVRE, and it's always amazing to me. People just don't know the history. Sister Rosetta Tharpe from Fordyce and some of the others that we think, what? It's just a black lady playing? No, she changed the world,
Yes.
right? I mean, in the blues world, right?
A tremendous number of musicians from the state of Arkansas that were involved in the development of the blues.
The Levon Helm Highway down at Marble?
Matter of fact, we've got a T-shirt. I'll get you one it's in the shape of the state of Arkansas. It's got I think 175 names.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of blues players that contributed to the blues in the state of Arkansas.
Wow. Well, Chad,
Arkansas blues roots, right?
I got to ask, where did you go wrong? How did you end up in blues?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I had some musicians in my family, and my grandmother played piano, and she had grown up in a small town logging community where there was a big sawmill, and she her mom played piano, but she got to learn blues firsthand from a lot of folks that worked there. There was a piano in the commissary, and she got to hang out in there, and so she turned me onto that stuff when I was a kid in the 70s. I was fascinated by her ability to play rhythm and melodies and sing and all of that stuff. yeah, that's where I first got into it with her.
Did you know what you were learning at the time?
No, I didn't really. It took me a while. I came back to it, in my late teens. I was like, any younger person that gets into music, they always go the generation before.
Yeah.
And you listen to whatever your parents were listening to.
Yeah.
And it was, I heard a lot of 60s and 70s rock, and it just led me back to, well, where did this stuff come from? It was blues. It's like, oh, I've heard this before. And so, I learned a lot of the rock and roll stuff, but really the blues, how it influenced modern music. It's in everything.
It is. It literally is. And people, it's the fundamental groundwork of everything.
It is. It's American music. It's a true American art form, and we own it as Americans, and it would be good for more people to understand where it came from and how it's part of our life today, and where we get a lot of entertainment.
I think a lot of people don't understand the Delta to Chicago connection. It's huge.
Yes.
It is huge.
Oh, yeah.
David, how did you get started?
Well, my entire family's musical.
Right.
My mother.
So I mean, you're just you
Yeah,
were
my
born, you were
grandfather.
destined to it, right?
Yeah, I've had a grandfather who was a minstrel singer actually in the 20s and 30s. Anyway, just kind of, I guess I kind of had a musical upbringing.
Yeah.
I couldn't avoid it. My mother taught piano and voice. She couldn't teach me, but she said, "Why don't you try guitar instead?" So I think that's how I got into it.
I was telling somebody today. I remember when I was in school, my teacher made a little rubber stamp that it said "Try harder," and she just put that on every one of my. So that's kind of where we got to, right? Well, so what do you play?
I play guitar.
Okay, okay.
That's my home instrument.
Songs that you'll do that we'll recognize.
Oh well, we'll do a number of songs from like some Howlin' Wolf, some Muddy Waters music, some of the traditional stuff like that I think everybody will recognize, and we'll do it in a way that's the Port City Blues Players way.
Yeah,
But it'll still sound like the original. Remind you of those.
So this is what night, Gene?
Saturday, August 23rd.
Saturday, August 23rd, and we are probably 50 to 60 tickets shy of selling out.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about it, you need to quit thinking and go to hsvticketsales.com. Buy your tickets there. You'll be here at the Coronado Center. You've seen some of the footage here. The acoustics, they have spent a lot of money to make this much better lighting, much better sound. This will be awesome.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it's really going to be a great deal. Chad, we're still going to see you down at Kara's?
I'm not sure when we'll be back there, but definitely support CARES. It's a old Arkansas family business. I've known those folks since the 90s when I moved here.
When you were
I was fully grown when I came. But I've known them for a real long time. And their uncle, Joby, I used to play in a band with him for many years. He was a great drummer, and he passed away in 2016, I think. But they've revived the business, and they're keeping it going down there. And so, definitely go support them at CARES.
I'm just thinking, and this is just an analogy that I've had here in the village. When I was a kid, if you were a Baptist, you were a Baptist, right? There was no crossing over or anything, Nowadays, you come to the village, you're like, hell, I'll go to the Presbyterian church down here. I could even be a Methodist this week. Just this week, musicians, a little bit like that. Oh, yeah, we can play some rock. We can play some blues. We can play some jazz. We can play whatever you're looking for to make that go. David, have you had different iterations in your career?
Yeah, I had a jazz phase, I think, in my early days. Well, earliest days of rock.
Yeah.
I wanted to imitate the rock idols even when I was 16,
Sure.
Then I kind of went into the blues and kind of went back to the jazz, and then made a circle and came back to the blues.
Wow. Well,
Nice.
and I'm just thinking through, I had a friend tell me the other day, he said, oh, it's a new rock album. And I was like, where's that going to be on the radio? What channel? There's not a new rock album. We haven't had new rock music in 20 years, But blues. I actually, Saturday night, where I was telling you, we went to see Free World. We were actually going up and down Beale Street, and there's B.B. King's, there's King's Palace, there's Silky Sullivan's, there's the blues, Bluff City Blues and whatever. And it's alive and well more than most people recognize. It's not just on Sirius XM. It's XM. Is that a fair assumption?
Right. Well, it's it was kept alive by a certain generation, and they're still around. Baby boomers still hanging in there, and so yeah, as long as they're around, I think there'll be a place for blues music and all of its forms.
I want to just to throw out real quick. I've said this repeatedly about the radio, the newspaper. A town this size, Hot Springs Village, we've got our own newspaper, really? We've got our own radio station, really? There's not a government program that keeps that in business. We're here because we support that. We're here because people buy newspapers, buy advertising, buy radio time. We're here because people buy tickets to come see musicians, and this supports things. Come buy tickets, people. Seriously, if you like live music and you think you enjoy live music, write a check. Whip out the little checkbook. Go, okay, here's my donation to Chad, David, and Gene this week, and the Blues Festival. Hoping we're going to be doing this again soon, maybe?
Yes, we're gonna shoot for it. You know, if we get a good response, we're gonna shoot for maybe twice a year doing a big show like this.
Oh, that'll be great. Before I hit the record button, we were joking about two bands separately and then playing together. I was thinking REO Speedwagon and Styx, and then some of the greatest concerts I've seen is when the two bands come back together. Any not any trouble, but any greasing the skids to get all that to work.
Everyone's pretty professional, so yeah.
We're all good friends too, so
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
really.
just pretty natural for us, I think.
Wow.
And we have great guidance on that part from
Jerry McCoy.
Jerry
too.
McCoy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do I know that name?
Jerry McCoy. Go ahead.
He's from Star City
Yeah.
originally, and he, when he was about 17 years old, took off and went to Nashville, started his career, and he worked all his life
Oh,
there in a music career.
I know who we're talking about.
Yeah, and then he's come back to Star City, and he's kind of adopted Port City Blues Society as his own blues society.
Did I not see him on stage with George Strait or somebody a couple of times? I think I've seen him with some country artists too.
He may have been. He played with all types.
Yeah, fantastic guitar. I mean,
Yeah.
just unbelievable. I saw him at the Red Rocks at the
He played with the Allman Brothers.
He
too.
played with the Allman Brothers bands. He actually played bass with them.
Really.
Yeah, and then
And then he played with Dickie Betts.
he had played
Oh,
with Dickie
man.
Betts, Ronnie Millsap's band. Just
You say Dickie Betts, and I'm like, we're not
Yes.
worthy. I mean, that's the king, And hey, maybe someday I can be fired from the Allman Brothers by a fax. Maybe they'll just send me a fax that Dennis, you're no longer needed. Well, you weren't needed in the first place, but you're really no longer needed now. Dennis Simpson, Hot Springs Village Venues. Come see these fine folks. Thanks for joining us today. 501-617-9747. Whether you're buying, selling, or just considering. Oh, we don't need a realtor yet. Yes, you do. Don't delay. Call Janae. 501-617-9747. Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations.
www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 5-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.